Hello and hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports news as we break down and summarize for you guys very quickly updates on the Tfue situation. His very own lawyer actually came out this past weekend with the score video. I will link down below for all of you guys, as well as some other sources out there with some very peculiar points about his case and why he does think, that being Tfue's lawyer, he'll be winning this case sometime shortly out of court. It'll be settled. It should not be going to court in the first place. And with that being said, let's break it down for all of you guys. Several points, actually very valid points being brought up. The first two I will be talking about are their main points of argument as why Tfue should not be under his contract in the first place under FaZe Clan. Now, we've actually talked about this in past FaZe Clan videos about the section of law over in California known as 16600, which does state on screen for all of you guys as well that every contract by which anyone is restrained from engaging in a lawful profession, trade, or business of any kind is to that extent void. Now, with that being said, well, this actually applies, I kind of brought it by Devin Nash himself as well. This could apply to many esports contracts out there, especially when it comes to sponsorships as well as streaming. We saw Tfue's contract, guys. It not only had one restriction, it had several restrictions of his trade, of his profession. And with that being said, that is their main argument of why his contract should be void. Another great point brought up by Turner in his allegations, he had a direct sponsor, that being HyperX, which was denied by FaZe Clan due to conflicting sponsors. But with that being said, apparently, according to Friedman, his lawyer, that's a direct break of section 16600 and does make his contract void. So I hope you guys, hope it made sense. Tfue's contract had restrictions to his profession, to his trade, to especially streaming and sponsorships. And with that being said, there's direct evidence, according to his lawyer, that should make his contract void. Now, with that being said as well, the second main point they are also targeting about this case in general is the fact that if FaZe actually had acquired the talent agency licensing required to act on Tfue's behalf, they would actually have to need to get Tfue's contract approved by the California Labor Commission. And now Tfue's lawyer goes extensively on to say there is no way in heck that the California Labor Commission would have actually approved of the contract first signed by Tfue because of how unlawful, unfair it did seem. There is no way a commission or a board would have signed off on that, and therefore they are alleging that in fact FaZe Clan in California does not have the correct talent agency licensing to even be contracting out players. Those are the two main points they do make. They are very valid points. There are many sources out there saying that yes, this case will be settled out of court at least sometime in the near future, and Tfue will be out of FaZe Clan just based off those points. But other summaries out there, other great points brought up by Tfue's lawyer that I want to point out to all of you guys, because I know a lot of you, the way this case was brought up, the way that Tfue attacked other members, especially when it comes to High Sky, especially when he brought up himself doing dangerous stunts and underage drinking, even though he had done those outside of FaZe Clan. I understand that he maybe did not bring this case to light in the right way, but with that being said, a clarification of other few points out there that FaZe Clan also lied about. The biggest one being, according to Tfue's very own lawyer, it was actually him and his team who had offered a counter-offer contract to FaZe Clan, which he actually would have accepted, but FaZe Clan then denied it, which, if is true, is absolutely insane, because we saw so many arguments about FaZe Clan offering him contract after contract, new agreement, although all those lines were blurred out and Tfue was rejecting contract after contract. You know, Banks said this, their own CEO and a lot of owners, upper management were saying this for FaZe Clan. They had offered him countless times, but he was not liking their offers. But according to Tfue and his lawyer, as well as his team, apparently they offered FaZe a counteroffer contract, which he would have accepted, that being Turner, and FaZe Clan denied him. So if that is being true, you know, a lot of you guys have to try and maybe sway your side to what Tfue was going through. If he had offered them something he would agree to, but according to Tfue's lawyer, they denied him and were only willing to accept a portion of what he actually wanted. If that's the truth, it definitely turns the table certainly more in Turner's favor. And also another point out there, FaZe really was sticking to, they only took $60,000 from his earnings, from his sponsorships, from his partnerships. And with that being said, I think a great point finally brought to more light. We tried to expand on this in the past as well. When you have a guy like Turner who really blew up to one of the best, if not the best single Fortnite player, the most winning Fortnite player in history, with his viewership, with his numbers, with his image and likeness that FaZe used to bring in huge sponsors and partnerships, which Tfue also alleged he was not cut in for. They don't actually give all their content creators any of that portion of money, apparently, for some sponsors they bring in. You have to imagine, with Tfue being what was the face of FaZe, I think a lot of us can agree on that. He was certainly their biggest member, their most winningest member, their most well-known member, certainly at some time, if not still is. With his rapid growth, they were certainly bringing in huge sponsors for the FaZe Clan brand, and we're not cutting him in on that money, which he also does allege in his contract. So with that being said, yes, FaZe took 60 grand from his sponsorships they acquired for him, but they made so much more off his image and likeness and did not give him any of those profits, which makes so much more sense as to why he does not want to be a part of FaZe Clan anymore. So kind of a clarification of that. I feel like there's so many hands in this pot right now, so many different angles of views, but it certainly makes sense that FaZe Clan, they did make more than 60 grand off his image and likeness. I think a lot of us can almost borderline guarantee that. And then very lastly, I think all the videos we did on the Tfue case, a lot of you guys were saying, no, this falls in New York jurisdiction because apparently in the lawsuit they had a little bit of a section that state all of these conflicts of jurisdiction at least should be allocated towards New York, when in fact, guys, that is not true. Another thing Tfue's lawyer does state as well, this will actually apply to California jurisdiction, which does mean all of those labor code laws they potentially broke will apply in California state law. So clarification on that. I know a lot of people out there were saying, oh no, they should be fine because jurisdiction goes to New York and not in California. Their main place of residence as well as their main place of business operates in California, so that should be the correct jurisdiction if this were to go to court. So that is it, guys. You know, all the information revealed as of right now, it does, in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest with all of you guys right now, it does seem like Tfue is certainly in favor right now. He should be winning this out of court. If it does go to court, even if it doesn't go to court, FaZe Clan should be in trouble with everything else being brought to light. Old lawsuits, of course, back from 2018. The whole High Sky situation is just it's a whole other mess out there that I really don't want to touch on currently. But as always, my name is Jake. I hope you guys all enjoy. Feel free to leave a comment down below what you guys all think about this. I'll be back here sometime soon with more esports news. And until then, take care.